Marlin has caught the pack. Jeff Gordon is back from it. Check that. That's Craven. Gordon has caught the pack too.
I think Ward Burton has his car up to speed now. I think he's going to be okay.
I think you're right, BP. These guys aren't close enough and lined up enough to make a move on Ward Burton.
Should spotter tell him where to go to block those guys?
The traffic mixing and shuffling behind him. But Sadler and Jeff Bodine not able to mount a charge yet. Everyone on their feet at Daytona, some 170,000. As South Boston, Virginia's Ward Burton comes to the line. White flag, final lap. Here comes Dale Jarrett looking outside for third. Can't get it done. Whoa! He bounces off Mark Martin. Jarrett is crashing in the final lap. Everybody gets by him okay. Elliott Sadler in the 21, the Wood Brothers car. Left to try and chase Ward Burton to the checkered flag.
And if Elliott Sadler was shaking, finishing third in the Pepsi 400, just imagine what that young man is going through now, about to finish second in the Daytona 500.
About ready to faint.
I'm telling you.
Eighth 2 times is his best previous finish in the 500. Now in his 8th try at the Great American Race, it's going to be Ward Burton driving his Dodge to victory lane. Checkered flag is up, and Ward Burton is going to win the 44th Daytona 500. Bill Davis Racing and Ward Burton have just won the Great American Race.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. The rain has persisted. It's going to continue through the night. The race has been called, and Michael Waltrip is a 2-time champion of the Daytona 500.
No, I tell you what a thrill. What a great accomplishment for him, his team, and boy, I know it's just got to make him, well, look at him. Let it rain, baby.
As Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart take the white flag, we're in the final lap of the Daytona 500. Jr. took the lead from Tony Stewart with 19 laps to go after he trailed Stewart's orange Chevrolet for much of the central part of the race. Now he's got to hang on for 3/4 of a lap to earn a victory in the sport's biggest event. Stewart not close enough to make a move yet. It's all going to come down to whether Earnhardt has a bobble or a problem in this final third of the lap.
You can't get emotional yet because you've got to get off turn 4 and back to the start-finish line.
You can see it now.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
They're going to come from everywhere.
Gordon's on the gas, green flag, 2 laps to settle it.
They got that fast restart. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes to the bottom, slams the door on Jimmy Johnson in the 48. Looks like Johnson's going to get kicked to the high side, though, by Kurt Busch in the 97.
Stewart is blocked in the 20, nowhere to go. It's Jr. and Gordon.
Gordon's not going to give up that yellow line. You can bet that.
8 car with you, 2-car gap, then 2x2.
Now Junior's got help. Kurt Busch. No, Busch slices to the outside. He wants to win the 500.
Coming outside.
He gives Jeff Gordon a push going off into turn 3.
Kurt Busch, the next L Cup champion, fights his way to second.
It's a good thing he can't get any closer than that, because I believe he would have probably given Gordon a big shot up the hill.
Here they come, boys. White flag, 1 to go.
Scott Riggs to 4th. Stewart looks to go 3 wide. Thinks better of it. He is trapped behind Jimmy Johnson.
Boy, that 97 car of Kurt Busch is a fast piece of equipment right there. He's got to look.
He's the only Ford in the front 5. What can he do?
Look at Scott Riggs in that 10 car. He's trying to get him a top 5 finish in this Daytona 500. And there's Jimmy Johnson on the 48 on the outside, Darrell.
Somebody needs to get up there and go with him, but I don't know if Tony Stewart can run the outside or not. He hadn't all day.
Busch to the outside. Gordon slams the door on him into turn 3.
48 side by side.
6 cars have a chance to win it. Jeff Gordon's going to lead him into turn 4. They're 1 mile from home.
Tony Stewart just slid up the racetrack. He and Jimmy Johnson are going to make contact.
3 wide. They're bouncing off each other.
Jeff Gordon's going to win his 3rd Daytona 500. Kurt Busch, Dale Jr., and Scott Briggs completes a dream week with a 4th place finish.
Boy, he did.
Ready, green flag.
2 laps to go.
Looks like Elliott Sadler, 38 and junior, might have laid back to get a run, but did they lay back too much?
Yeah, we saw that the last time, BP, so they're out of time. Hopefully it'll work for them this time. It looks like they got a little bit better run than the last restart, and they've got a lot more cars lined up behind them than the front 3.
The rookie Clint Boyer in the 07 behind Earnhardt. They're going to catch the front 3. Lap and a half to go.
Oh yeah, they've got a big run, especially Elliott Sadler. If he times this right, he can make a pass.
Everybody's lined up.
But they're lined up. Somebody's got to make a move. It's going to happen.
Off of turn 4. At the line this time, the white flag. 1 lap to go at Daytona.
It's Junior that's making the move. He didn't want to do it, he said, but he's going to the outside.
Got to. It's a Daytona 500.
He's got to try, at least try to win.
Meanwhile, Ryan Newman looked both sides of Johnson, nowhere to go. Stays in line.
This is what Johnson wants to see in his mirror, though. He wants to see those guys behind him, side by side.
Casey Mears runs 3rd.
Junior's losing positions as he tries to get by on the outside. Tony Stewart has moved into 5th, 6th.
Here goes Ryan Newman. He's going to try the high side. Which way will Mears go? Hose this 12 car, Ryan Newman.
Bobby, keep pedaling it, man. Keep pedaling.
That's
Clear by 4.
That's exactly. Crash behind him. Crash behind him. The caution is out. The race is over. Jimmy Johnson has won the Daytona 500.
You are my hero.
Busch, Biffle, Gilliland, Sadler, green flag.
I don't believe he can wait very long, Larry. I believe if you're going to make the move, you got to make it quick. I don't think you can wait too long. If they're going to get him, they need to jump to the outside right away. You know he's not going to give up the bottom, so you got to go to the outside.
Look at the outside line. Jeff Gordon in that 24 car with his teammate Casey Mears, but Casey leaves him out there.
Now, 4 back. Off to the far behind you. He's coming hard.
These guys on the outside, when they get side by side with these other cars, they're done. We're coming to the white flag.
It's up to the 5 of Kyle Busch. How long can he wait if he's going to go?
Still single file.
White flag, 1 lap to go.
Front 4, single file.
Here they go. They got to go. They got to get Mark moved. They got to move him somehow.
Gets back to that yellow line right around the bottom, all the way through turn 1 and 2.
Mark Martin is driving the race of his life. And there's nobody that's better at holding people off at Daytona.
And Kyle Busch lagged back a little bit. Is he going to get help? Is he going to come? He's looking.
Back behind you.
He almost squeezed Harvick into the wall, and here comes Harvick, the 29, with Matt Kenseth.
Oh, Mark got loose. Mark got loose.
Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line.
Big crash. Here they come. Checker flag. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
We got one car on his roof coming across the start-finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Tony Stewart. But look at Ryan Newman and Kurt Busch.
And how about Reed Sorensen in that 41 car? 2 laps to go.
But it's not over. So don't,
By no means.
yeah, don't cash the check yet.
This is Tony Stewart's 10th Daytona 500, and already people are lining up saying, are you ever going to win it?
Now,
Could tonight be the night?
What's going to be interesting, watch the high line. Remember a year ago, Kevin Harvick on the high side. Watch that high line.
Boy, nobody really wants to go with the 18 right here. They all seem to be working against him, but if he can ever get there, look out.
A little push from Newman and help coming. That's Kyle Busch trying to get to Stewart.
Folks.
2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas for the win.
Strap down this big TV. She's going to go for a ride.
Here we come. White flag. Bail lap. 1 to go. Woohoo!
Stewart's got a great car, no question about that. It's just a matter of if Kurt can get a little help.
And
Now,
Ryan jumped to the high side. Tony Stewart blocks him. Here comes Kyle Busch on the bottom.
Uh-oh, Toyota drag race down the back. Toyota drag race.
Teammates.
Newman was trying to get help from the other blue Dodge. Now he's got it. Toyota on the inside lane. Dodge on the outside lane. Who's going to win it?
It's going to come all the way to the wire. Here they go into turn 3.
Teammates working together. 2018, 212. 12 is going to win this race. I don't believe they can catch him back to the line.
He's going to have to make it wide.
Pedal, baby,
He's going
pedal.
to have to make it wide.
It's the Boilermaker, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, Roger Penske win the Daytona 500.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Race has officially been declared final. It is over. So Matt Kenseth, Jack Roush, there is your Daytona 500 winner in the 51st running of the Great American Race, the 2009 champ, Matt Kenseth in a backup car.
Green flag.
Pretty much a dead heat. It looks like Kevin got a little bit of a jump on the 29 got a little jump on the 1 car, and there's dad-to-be Carl Edwards right in the back of the 29, pushing hard as he can. And here we go up to back, 2 by 2, except the cat out front.
But look at the run. McMurray will get down that back straightaway, getting bumped from Greg Biffle in the 16 car. Biffle's all over the back of it. Edwards looks in the middle.
Whoa, I think
That'll
if I'd
hurt
have been Harvick, I'd have gone to the outside and gone with that fast line.
Here comes Truex fighting his way back on the outside in that 56, but not a lot of help out there.
3 wide. Here comes Dale Jr. pushing Clint Boyer.
Where'd Junebug come from?
This will be the white flag. Jamie McMurray is in front to try to win the 500. This will be the last lap.
Whatever happens now happens, folks. They can all wad up down here, and somebody's going to leave out that second turn to winner.
Junior on the bottom with Boyer. Biffle ahead.
Truex trying to get up there and help McMurray, but Boyer's right there behind Biffle in the 16. Look, there goes Boyer to the outside.
Look at Junior. Come on, Junior. Come on.
Can they make it to the flag?
Nah, no way. They'll never get through this third turn.
Junior got squirreled up right there.
No, it's just perfect. He's flying through there.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. unbelievably has caught Jamie McMurray as they come to turn 4.
He'll have to go to the high side, though. McMurray will guard that line.
Crash at the back, never mind. Green flag still out. Checkered flag in the air. The 52nd Daytona 500 to Jamie McMurray.
Yes! Little Jamie, baby!
The IRL Championship, twice the Sprint Cup Championship. He's won everything at Daytona.
47 you. Still with you. Still with you. Bottom.
And coming through the middle, Kurt Busch. Now down to the inside.
Bobby Labonte in that 47 gave Trevor Bayne a heck of a push. Now all they can do is try to hug the bottom of the racetrack and protect.
I like what I tell you, that 22 though was coming in with a head of steam, and Juan Pablo right on him. Looked like Tony and Mark might have a, I don't know if they got enough time to get back up there or not. I don't think they do.
Dale Jr. checked and released at the infield care center. They'll face the white flag when they come around to decide the 53rd Daytona 500. Rookie Trevor Bayne in his second Sprint Cup start will lead them to a white flag with Bobby Labonte. Here comes Kurt Busch and Juan Montoya. Carl Edwards in 5th.
And we know Kurt Busch and Montoya is going to make a move. DW, when will they make it?
I don't think they're going to make it till turn 4. I mean, we keep hearing about I'm a setting duck when I'm leading this thing. So I guess that makes the 21 a setting duck right now. But we'll see here. That 22 knows how to win from that position. That's where he won the Bud Shootout from.
Edwards and Gilliland down to the inside, trying to.
Where did that 34 come from?
Trying to spoil the party.
Oh my gosh.
They spoiled the party for Kurt Busch and Montoya, and here they come through turn 4.
Gilliland, former pole sitter of the 500. Edwards has room underneath. Now he pushes Trevor Bayne.
It's over. Trevor Bayne is going to win the Daytona 500.
Unbelievable.
Happy birthday, Trevor Bayne, 20 years old.
On a Toyota and Chevy in row 2. Green flag. And Biffle gets about a half a car length away from Denny Hamlin here and moves up to pick up his Ford teammate, Greg Biffle.
Boy, that is That is a teammate right there, buddy. I mean, he jumped out there, got him.
Dale Jr. had no help, but he locks on the back of Biffle, second and third.
I don't think it'll do Dale Jr. any good because I don't think Biffle's going to go anywhere. If he's a team player like Kansas has been, he'll sit right there.
They've got a lap and a half to find out.
Now, when they come off of turn 4 and Dale Jr. is still pushing him,
Could be a whole different story.
I'd say things might pick up.
They're looking for the white flag this time.
Once we get into this lap, if anything should happen down in turn 1 or 2 or 3 and 4, it's over.
Three-car breakaway. Junior tucked up tight under the bumper of Biffle. Kenseth leads to turn 1, final lap.
Denny Hamlin in the 11s there with no one to push him.
Actually, he might actually be hurting those 2 cars in front of him if he gets back too far. But here we go. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty quick.
We've seen where the timing of where you do it is so critical.
Those 2 cars, the 16 and the 88, should be able to get by Kenseth if Biffle elects to take the chance.
Ford Chevrolet off the final corner. Matt Kenseth trying to win it for the second time. Here comes Junior to the outside. Side by side with Kenseth. He runs out of time. Matt Kenseth wins the Daytona 500. Only one lap.
Well, Mr. Lonely is lonely right now, and he's loving every minute of it.
Darrell, I believe somebody's going to have to do it here in the next little bit if they're going to make something happen.
Ryan Newman over 200 entering the corner. And look who's up there in the top 10. Regan Smith, J.J. Yaley, Michael McDowell, drivers with small teams challenging the powerhouses of this sport with a lap and a half to go.
You know what they are praying for? That it finishes just like this. Let me finish right where I am. Up front, different story.
What a great payday for those teams.
Here they come, boys and girls.
Go now or finish second.
When we cross the start-finish line, it's a race.
You got hurt in about.
And oh, by the way, it's not over. It's just now on.
Darrell, keep an eye on Dale.
Oh, car in the wall, hard. Turn 1. And it's one of the BK cars. It's the 93 of Travis Quapple.
Let me know if
No
the yellow comes
caution.
out.
NASCAR, if the track is clear, they will let them finish. We are still green. And here come the leaders.
Yeah, Mark Martin is really pushing Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88.
Junior to the inside of Greg Biffle. The green flag still flies. Martin's number 55. Keselowski in the 2. Biffle backing up. Patrick behind him. For the second time, the Daytona 500 goes to Jimmy Johnson, 5-time champion from El Cajon, California, and his Rick Hendricks Chevrolet.
He can thank Dale Jr. for that. The win you need, and it's a chance to get one right here.
Kelly Earnhardt Miller, Dale Jr.'s sister, looking on, and here we go. Green flag, 2 laps.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets to that restart box, and he is gone.
Yeah, that car is, I mean, it takes off. Now, he definitely doesn't want to get too far out. We know that's not good. And he is making a pretty good gap here.
Here comes the 2. Brad Keselowski on the outside. Got a little bit of help from behind. Gaining on the leader. Junior comes up to cover. Jeff Gordon now leading the inside row. Unless Keselowski or Busch or Denny Hamlin in the 11 drops down, it's Hamlin.
What a move by Hamlin.
Woohoo! Now, if we get back to the white flag, we have a race. Look at Stenhouse in that 17 in the middle, back and forth. And
boy, he just shoved Kyle Busch right out of the way. Ricky Stenhouse in that 17 to third place.
White flag with Stenhouse up in position to challenge in that blue Ford.
You know what, Larry? I believe that tape's going to stay on there, and that baby's going to come home a winner.
Denny Hamlin has not lost a race this week. He's number 11. Keselowski, the 2012 champ, battling back to the top. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Pied Piper of Daytona, trying to hold them all at bay.
And Kyle Busch was trying to make a third line at the top of the racetrack.
Boy, here they come. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We've seen a lot of passes off turn 4 to the start-finish line, but that 88 is pulling away.
Less than a mile to go.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Third-generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
Good job, Junebug.
500. Joey Logano brings them to the line. Denny Hamlin to his inside. It's on.
Kevin Harvick in that 4 was really pushing Clint Boyer in that 15.
Well, buddy, I tell you what, that was a pretty good restart for that 22 car. He can go where he wants to now. I think he'll stay with Boyer, though. I don't know what it is, but I think he and Boyer got a little something going.
Hold your breath for the next 30 seconds as 4 cars try to break away from the field.
That 22, it reminds me of Matt Kenseth and the Unlimited the other night. That 22 is out front. He's hard to catch. Logano has got some speed right now and seems like being out front and pulling these others and not affecting him at all. Here comes Harvick around the outside of Clint Boyer.
And look who's with him.
And here
Dale
comes
Earnhardt Jr.
But look at the run that Harvick had off turn 4 in that 4 car. White flag this time.
A lot of jostling back in the pack. The leader's going to make it under the white, under green. Logano, Harvick, Earnhardt, Boyer, last lap.
Guess what? The race is getting ready to start off turn 2. It's all on from there on.
Car smoking back of the field, drops back out of play. 3 wide. Big cluster coming off turn number 4. Smoke, trouble, way in the back, but here come the leaders.
The question is, are they going to throw the yellow or are they going to let them race back?
7, 8 car pile up in the back straightaway. Caution is out.
Joey Logano.
Keep coming. Just stay on the gas. Back straightaway. Stay on the gas. Coming to easy here. They say roll out of the throttle.
It's over, boys. It's over.
Middletown, Connecticut's Joey Logano wins the Daytona 500.
Daytona 500, guys!
He might be the one guy that tries to spoil this party. He keeps looking to the outside of Kyle Busch. He might be saying, Kyle, you go, I'll go with you.
There's no way Denny Hamlin's going to be content in 4th place, not without at least putting effort into trying to make something happen.
He has Carl Edwards behind in a car that is damaged. Will someone have to come up to the outside to be of any help to Hamlin?
Yeah, Carl's just hanging on.
Right.
He's got a car. He's just hanging. He's happy to be right where he is. The other guys I'm not so sure about. We're going to find out here pretty quick.
Yeah, we're getting ready to find out right here. They get to this white flag. You watch. If they're going to make a move, it's going to happen just after this white flag.
I think it'll happen off turn 4.
Here goes Hamlin up high. Here comes the 20 of Matt Kenseth.
Can't do it.
No, he just doesn't have enough of a push. He's going to have to back up to that car behind him and get that push, but he's trying.
He wants that 4 car to help him. Here he goes.
Next flag ends the race.
I just don't think he can do it from the outside.
He might be able to get up to 3rd, maybe 2nd. I just don't know if he's going to get all the way up to the lead, but here he comes.
Got to run down the back. It's going to be a drag race off turn 4, but I just don't see him being able to pull it off.
He's getting a big push. He's getting a big push.
He's coming. He's up to 2nd.
Hamlin a 2nd. Up
Watch
high.
the inside. Watch the inside. Martin Truex Jr. 3 wide.
Truex to the bottom. No, don't wreck.
Kansas saves it. Here they come to the line. This is the finish of the Daytona 500.
Come on,
side by side, bouncing off each other.
Unbelievable. I think it was Denny Hamlin.
I have it as Hamlin.
By an inch.
Denny Hamlin. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I'm telling you. I think that surprised Kurt Busch. I don't think he expected that.
I think that surprised Kyle Larson. I think he was surprised nobody went with him.
Late charge in the back. Joey Logano to the inside. He's going to get a little help maybe from Ryan Blaney.
Now you've got
a little side draft there.
In that 42, you've got an aggressive young man that might just be willing to push that 78. He's got to run. He's
out
going.
Of fuel. Out of fuel.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You're kidding me.
Great opportunity for Mark Truex Jr. right here.
Yeah, just flipped it. Just get back behind.
Now the question is, can the 78 hold these guys off? Can he do it?
2 laps to go.
So it sounds like maybe it just stumbled a little bit. He was able to flip that switch for that reserve. Now it's back running again, but just lost all the momentum.
I think this changed everything. No, I think it changed everything.
Larson. Kyle Larson to the bottom for the lead.
He's going to clear him. Here comes a 41 now with the big run.
Oh, the race is on now, boys. It's anybody's race now.
Wow. again, I don't like this high line. I just think it gives too many opportunities to get a run and make moves on the inside.
Or there's a guy right there running second right now that's finished third in this thing 3 times.
The white flag waves. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Yeah, when I think of experience and knowledge here at Daytona, I think of Kurt Busch. He's been so close so many times.
Pushed his teammate to victory here one time. Is anybody going to push him today?
Look at the 21 coming on the inside to give him a big push. Where'd he come from?
Ryan Blaney from the back with Logano. Blaney
42's out of gas. 42's out of gas.
Who else is going to run out fuel?
21 is, I'm not so sure. Well, I think he's okay. He's still going.
Now, if the 47 can get up behind the 21, give him a push, he might get there, but I don't know. I think this might be Kurt Busch's day.
Looks like he's going to come home a winner.
Kurt Busch has been the bridesmaid in the Daytona 500. Here they come off turn 4 for the final time. From Las Vegas, the 2004 champion of the series, Kurt Busch, for Gene Haas and Tony Stewart, wins the Daytona 500.
Wow. Wow. First time he's won the 500. Boy, Almirola's right there with Denny Hamlin on this restart. That's huge.
Toyota and Ford up front. Chevys in row 2, Buescher and Dillon.
Boy, look at Almirola get right down on that door. I mean, tell you that 10 car
showing his strength, isn't he?
Pretty strong. We don't know how good some of these guys are because we haven't seen them up front all day. And here we got a shot.
Now Paul Menard just tried to make a move on Buescher. That's going to hurt Denny Hamlin. He's got no pusher.
And Eric Almirola, who had a bad crash Kansas last year, missed 6 races. That's when Bubba Wallace got his chance to drive the 43. Almirola moved on at the end of the season to Stewart Haas Racing, and he is a lap away from the checkered flag in the Daytona 500.
Well, he did what his crew chief told him. You got the lead. Hang on to it.
Yeah, he's just got to keep those two side by side behind him. Keep working those lanes. I like the inside lane in the corner, the outside lane on the straightaways. It's going to be a big push coming on the top lane.
Both of them. Moving to the same both lanes.
Boy, this is going to
move to the top lane.
Going to have to be quick. Going to have to be quick.
Almirola up to cover. Dillon, where will he go?
Going to get there.
Oh, into Almirola. Around he goes.
Good.
Hang on to it, bud. Hang on to it.
And here it comes with the number 3, 20 years ago. 20 years of trying for Earnhardt. He won the Daytona 500. Austin Dillon wins the 60th running of the Great American Race. Turning the number 3 to victory lane, and he just did a slide to replicate what Dale did when he won it in the 3 20 years ago. Green flag.
That worked.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That worked.
That move.
Oh, he didn't work too well. Is Denny too far out in front?
Well, that outside lane is not organized as well as the inside lane, so I think it is going to work. Here comes Joey Logano with that big push to the rear bumper of the 18. Watch the run that Kyle Busch is going to get on his teammate.
Logano needs some help. He got to have somebody up there push him a little bit to get him by these guys or get him up to him.
Busch stays in line. Here comes help from Priest.
You know 22 Logano, if he can get there, he'll do it. I just don't think that I think that Kyle Busch was not quite ready and in position. He had a big enough push to try to make a move on his teammate Denny Hamlin. He's going to wait till this final lap.
Yeah, I think Priest wanted to help Joey, but he's not quite as fast as Joey. Can't keep hooked up.
1 lap to go. 2 Connecticut Yankees chasing Hamlin and Busch.
Wow, what a move by Logano. He got under Kyle Busch.
And Priest is coming to help.
All right, and that's what he's going to need. He's got to back up to Priest. He's not going to be able to do it on his own. He's got to get that push from Priest. He's going to have to get on the brakes here, but he's got Kyle Busch in the outside lane.
Logano and Priest grew up together at the quarter midget tracks in Connecticut. And Logano looks low. Top lane gets spilled. It's Kyle. Kyle Busch in the top lane. Logano on the bottom. McDowell, the second yellow car. Where will he go?
So interesting that McDowell decided to go with Kyle Busch, but here comes Eric Jones on the inside. Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin off turn number 4. No, side-by-side battle to the finish this time. Denny Hamlin wins his 2nd Daytona 500 and wins it for Coach Gibbs in Toyota.
In the 11 car.
Wow. Look at those eyes on Denny Hamlin looking in his mirror. What's Ryan Blaney going to do? Right now, he does want him to lock onto him. They get separated a little bit on the back straightaway.
Through the speedy drive, Buescher not able to be of much help to Newman. Can't get close enough to push him.
Now what? Denny's got to be careful getting too far out there and letting a big run come. And now as long as they're side by side, he's good. But here comes Newman. Big run. Denny put the block on him. Great job not causing a wreck on that block.
White flag under green. Next flag will end the race, and Newman is there.
Newman's got locked onto his rear bumper just like he did. Oh, wrecking behind Chase Elliott around.
Spinning around,
No
still
caution
green.
yet.
Still green.
Still green, and here they come.
And here comes Blaney.
Ryan Blaney up behind Ryan Newman, trying to get him to Hamlin.
Newman backed up to Blaney. Big run coming here.
To the inside, Newman to the front.
Nothing Denny Hamlin could do. What can Ryan Blaney now do? Here comes a push from Denny Hamlin. Oh, this thing's not over yet. Not at all.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest.
Everybody stay, and they're playing with their gas, the 9 and the 3 mainly.
Gap for the 2 car right there.
That's Joey Logano's spot.
Gap on the 4. He's
Big
4 off
gap.
the 4.
TJ Majors.
Everybody stay in here, though. Big gap behind the 4. Brad's got him stacked up big.
20% of all Daytona 500s have ended with a last lap change of the lead.
That's not going to change tonight.
There he goes.
Big run right here.
Joey's going to move down, block that.
Right to his teammate's bumper.
Watch what happens now behind all these guys. Now that's going to shake everything up. Here comes Austin Dillon to the outside. Oh, man, Kevin Harvick in trouble, gets shuffled out.
White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Okay, now these guys, their job, if you're Austin Dillon, one of those
Watch
guys.
this run Kevin Harvick has on the bottom.
Now the
Huge
5
push
can go
by
to the
Bubba.
outside. They're all trying to build that run that Keselowski did.
Here goes the 3 car.
Will Dillon have help? No, they come down to block. Logano goes back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top. Oh! Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line.